Hello, I'm Franziska Krug and this is my video for international trade and markets. Today I would like to talk about a topic that we haven't touched on as much in the lectures before, but I think it's really important. And the topic is: how does international trade and markets and globalization affect human resources? So people working in the companies, especially in the international companies all over the world. So globalization really drives competition because there are lower trade barriers. As we all know, the transportation costs are cheaper. There's so many possibilities for international communication, and for HR, there are implications like you have to be able to manage a diverse workforce and be inclusive to everyone, and also international legal proceedings are a big thing. And my key takeaway of my whole talk is that companies really must recognize employees as their single most important resource. And especially multinational companies that compete with other employers all over the world, they really should follow an employee-centric approach and increase their efforts of being a sustainable and responsible employer. Because this will ultimately increase the satisfaction of the people working for you, and they will stay with you long time, hopefully. And I think in a globalized economy and international trade, HR really has the chance to create value for businesses. And how do they do that? So first, I think that corporate social responsibility should be a key aspect of the HR strategy in a globalized economy. Why? Because HR really is in a position as the people department to implement these environment and social efforts and initiatives of the company to an employee level. So HR really can motivate and engage everyone in their daily work life to work for these things. And why is this important? Because working for a good cause leads to increased employee engagement, satisfaction, productivity, and also, therefore, a positive employer branding, which is really important in a global competition. And another aspect of this is, which is quite similar, that HR should really establish a pleasing work culture for everyone, because in a global world, like a good working atmosphere and a great organizational culture is really a competitive advantage. Because, as we all know, there's a shortage of skilled workers, especially in Western countries like Germany. We desperately look for engineers or IT people. So to attract this top talent, companies should have be a great employer, right? And also to kind of combat this war of talents, as they call it, and to not participate in it, I think that companies, they really should invest in learning and development and training of their low-skilled workers, of course, of people that are still motivated to do the job. And I want to tell you why. So I think a workforce development strategy is really important when you try to recruit from a global talent pool, because you kind of accept the worker as it is, and you accept your given workforce, and you try to develop their skills. And this is a really long-term solution. It's really sustainable, and it's good for you as an employer, because employees will gain the exact skills that you need, and it will lead to more loyalty, a decreased turnover, and more motivation. And competing in the war for talents, so trying to recruit top talent, is really expensive. You have to spend lots on the recruitment, on the remuneration, and also an appealing employer brand is a really determining factor of this recruitment, and this can be really hard when you compete against companies all over the world. So I think, to sum it all up, human resources is really crucial for companies to have a competitive advantage in a globalized economy. And I hope that I could give you a little insight about what I think is important in terms of human resources in international trade. Thank you. Bye.